Splash.
Correct.
Y'all
Are we starting?
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Part two
Two.
from Destination Her 2025. And with us, we have my other co-host, and our beautiful sister queen of the league, JoJo Martinez. And if
Hey.
you don't know, here at the beautiful Virginia Beach in Miami, and we're gonna get into CJ Cigars, which is her product. And I just want to start out by saying, for our regular viewing audience, last year this time, follow the broadcast, Smoking Jacket broadcast. We started out with her first cigar. She had since then she dropped another one on us. We're going to talk about her first product, her new release, and what's to do on the horizon. Take it away, Chip.
Welcome, JoJo. How are you doing today?
I'm better now.
Damn right you are.
I'm getting excited.
So look, so for those like myself that don't know a whole lot about you, how did you get into cigars? When did you get interested in cigars?
So I am a chef during the day. I went to culinary school over 10 years ago. A chef in Orlando, Chef Nina. For those who don't know, she's very popular. One of the top chefs in Orlando. And so she deals with a lot of high-end clientele. And after we did their setups and eating dinner and stuff like that, I would notice the men would go outside and smoke their cigars. And then I'm noticing the ladies are, drinking their wine and stuff like that. I'm like, I have a friend in Nashville, Tennessee, who has his own cigars and he hand rolls. So I said, something just told me it doesn't hurt to ask a question. So I said, well, I've never been in the cigar world, never smoked a cigar, but I'm curious to see if I'm able to tap in. So I called him up. I said, I have a random question. What does it take to smoke a cigar? He was like, that's kind of random. So I said, well, I'm surrounded by so many. One of my first persons that I ever met that was smoking a cigar was Howard and Ike. They have their own cigar line, like Moses. And I asked them, those were one of her clientele, or is one of her clientele. So I was asking a question, going back and forth, and he said, I'm going to send you a cigar. It's going to be sweet. We'll see if your palate can take it. What do you normally drink? I said, well, I drink coffee. He said, okay. Drink your water, clear your palate, and start it off with that one stick. And tell me, we're going to go back, and you're going to conversate with me and let me know what made you want to enjoy that stick. What did you get out of it? So I work a lot, and I like the beach. So he said, set yourself in the mood when you smoke that cigar and let me know how it goes for you. So I went to, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, went to the beach. He said, do you have a lighter and a cutter? I said, no. He said, you might want to get that first. So I got a lighter and a cutter.
Starter kit.
Yep, went to the beach. I got a Tatiana.
Okay.
Groovy. It's like a blueberry, yep. And I FaceTimed him and asked him, hey, how do I cut it? He said, oh, this is gonna be fun with you. You a newbie for real. And I just sat down. He said, don't inhale, take your time, and just take it all in. Play some music, just relax. And I'm like, baby, it's like almost 2 hours. I'm still out here smoking. He said, you did it right. You didn't rush. And so I enjoyed it. I had a glass of wine with it, actually. I had a Moscato. And it was enjoyable. And so I said, all right, I think I can handle this. I actually enjoy it. So if I actually enjoy it, I can sell it. Never want to sell something that you can't enjoy yourself, because then it's not a job. It's a job, not a hobby. So that's where it was a start.
Okay. All right.
Talk about first baby, your first one you bought, the one I debuted on our broadcast.
The torpedo?
Talk about the torpedo.
Corojo Rafa. And the binder and filler is Nicaragua. Everyone enjoys that stick. It's medium. And it's like an espresso. You can drink it with coffee, you can drink it with brandy, you can drink it with bourbon, you can drink it with wine. But everyone's known for drinking it with coffee. Spanish coffee, preferably. Not against American, but the palate tastes it. It's a little different. And if you're into guava, if you take a piece of guava as you're smoking it in between, it's gonna change the palate as you're smoking that cigar. Actually, if you're into chocolate, some people like dark chocolate. Same thing, it's gonna clear your palate, but you're also gonna enjoy that cigar. Some of my customers actually dip their cigar into their coffee and then smoke it. So it just really depends. When I ship them out with coffee beans because I like the flavor of it. So and the aroma comes off. Yep. So if you look at my box, you'll always see coffee beans in my box all the time in my humidors. Yeah.
So now we have
The Brazilian.
So this is called the Brazilian.
Brazilian. So that's a Brazilian wrapper, and it's Dominican filler and bind in Nicaragua. And everyone likes a medium body. Actually, no, Maduro, medium Maduro. So it's interesting to see because the men enjoy it a lot more than women. Women like more than the torpedo. And it's hand rolled again, both of them, same thing. And so that one's a 54 gauge, and then the other one is a 52 gauge.
I'm seeing a line. Is this a double cap?
Yeah, double cap.
Okay.
And if you just watched our last live, we talked about coloration of ash. So you're getting a nice blend between white.
A little charcoal, a little bit. Not dark. A
Charcoal.
little light charcoal.
That is.
And it's so fascinating that you guys say that. So I had a person that I shipped it out to not too long ago, and he said, Joe, I'm gonna do a tester right in front of you. And I'm still new to the game, so I'm like, I'm all in, like, I want to milk it all in. He got one of these numbers. He said, oh, you're actually in fall. Now he said, you might be on to something. Whoever hand rolled them for you might be on to something. It's fascinating to know that you guys do all that stuff to see, for me to get educated more and more every day, because that's why I like the cigar events. Cigar events, you get to learn a lot more than I know it all. There's no such thing as know it all in the cigar world. You learn new things every day. And one of my customers was like, I like how they hand rolled it for you. I did find a vein. He said, maybe he didn't pay attention when he was hand rolling, pay attention to that kind of stuff. Touch it. Is it going is it too mushy? So he was doing all that with me. And I'm just like fascinated because, again, my guy is in Nashville, Tennessee, so I don't get the obligation of going up there and seeing it live. I'm going by what he tells me. He ships it to me, then I verify everything. Then we put it in the humidor, let it sit for a little bit, then I ship them out. Most of my clientele is shipping.
Okay, where are some of the areas where you ship the most? Where you said a lot of folks.
The Army. I have actual guys who a lady donated like 20 sticks. And she gave me, and she I've never done that before. So when I went to the post office, I asked them, hey, this is new to me, and send me a paperwork saying, make sure it doesn't have this, that, they're real strict on how to ship it. And I actually had clientele, so while they're in their uniform, they're sending me pictures while they're in their uniform. I'm like, man, nice. It was a great feeling. It was definitely a great feeling.
See your cigars.
It was a great feeling. And my most recent one.
So is that Cigars for Warriors?
Yes.
So we want to make sure.
Cigar for Warriors.
Shout out to
those of you that are members of CRA, as I am.
Yes, I am now too.
Very much a proponent of Cigars for Warriors.
Cigars Rights of America definitely
If
supports
you
them.
ever want to have cigars shipped to friends, family, loved ones, or just support the movement, definitely
touch base. Definitely.
Yeah. And you also have lounges that are actually
affiliated
with the Cigar for Warriors. You can just drop them off.
It was amazing. My most recent one right now is like I said, I'm a chef here today, and I have 80 residents at Alzheimer's dementia resident. One of my residents out the whole building is cigars.
So I got a question. Did you ever think about, and not necessarily the flavors, but maybe names? If you got another cigar and blending your current job as a chef and naming your cigars, that are some of the things that you.
I like that. So originally, oh, now he stole. Now I got a trademark on it. So CBJ came from Creations by Joe. That's originally where it came from. Everybody calls me Chef Joe, JoJo, Pocahontas, Pineapple Red, but everyone who does whoever does, don't do me like that. Events that I do for people, I do a lot of charcuterie, and so Creations by Joe would be my main name for my business. And so when we did the cigars, I didn't have a label, so that's why it's this generic label. But turquoise is my favorite color, so that's why I picked turquoise. Everybody who knows me knows that's my color. I mean, can I say more? And so the reason why I did that was to blend it all together. I've done events for people that I did charcuterie on one side and my cigars on the other side, and I put a coffee station in the middle of it, and it's a win-win for me.
Y'all in the food
Hustler.
industry game.
So the CBJ, I have some people who tag it as CBJ, say
Oh,
Chef
yeah.
Joe, or they put CBJ created by Chef. Like, I mean, people come up with all type of stuff. So I'm open minded to creating a name for both of them because I don't originally have a name like I would like to, but I don't know. But if anybody has any input, I will be glad to hear it. Yeah, definitely glad to hear it.
So now,
I like this ash. Sexy.
Me too.
Nice little stick right there.
get into it. Get into the construction. This is a Brazilian. My first cut like her. This one
So what did you prefer so far? Because the torpedo was the one that you had originally.
I did, and for me, because I'm medium,
Yep.
full body,
Correct.
on retro hill, no strong pepper. It's not harsh at all. I get earthy, woody, a little bit of chocolate. But that, everybody's palate, everybody's palate. But that's mine that I get. And that's it.
I get a very light pepper in the back end, but it's infused with that. The smoke is kind of velvety. It palates your coat.
I like that. Maybe that might be the name to that one. I like that.
That's another one.
That's
mine.
Here we go. Line them up. Velvet. Okay.
Velvety. Yeah.
Velvet.
Chocolate velvet. Get it here.
Look.
Joe.
Hey, look.
Chocolate velvet.
We gotta sign this off. I'll sign
I'm
the check
gonna
later.
start my marketing
Sign
career
the check.
today.
Yeah, sign the check. My ambassador is yeah.
So what's next for you? You have how many cigars now?
Currently have 2.
Okay.
But we have actually 5 that I have not put out. So total would be 7. The 5 I haven't put out because they're going to be a smaller, like everyday smoke. You go to like this would be someone who has the time to smoke it.
Right.
But I have people who work 9 to 5 and take a 30-minute break and want something to enjoy it. So that's what I'm working on now.
So maybe some
He gave me 5. He gave me 5 petites, and I just haven't smoked them yet and stuff like that. But
Don't forget your Lancero. Don't forget your Lancero.
Somebody just said that earlier. V. Yeah, she requested that. I love Lancero.
So right now the 2 cigars you have, no names, just the sizes. You said you have a
52 and 54.
torpedo
Yep.
and a Toro.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's going on now is I did get a sample of my new cigar band. Because a lot of cigar lounges would like my cigar, but the band is kind of like win or lose. So
The eye
candy, right? So I do got a new cigar band. I haven't put it out yet, and then I'm working on my website at Destination Herb, and that would be more of apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, some tumblers, some cups, like accessory wise.
Sure.
And then put it in your mouth. If you know me. If you know me. Read it.
No, that's not for me to read.
Read it. I'm telling
No,
you. Read me.
It says you never complain when it's in your mouth.
See how you said that?
There it is. And notice I didn't say mouth. I said mouth.
So just to kind of put a bow on everything.
Yes.
Not a blow.
Yeah, wrap it up.
For
Am I dressed?
those that are new to the game, you're new to the game.
I am new to the game still.
There are a lot of folks out there that aren't doing the legwork, getting folks that are proficient in hand rolling, that are proficient in actually doing the groundwork. What advice as a newbie would you give?
That green person.
Oh, that's easy.
That green person like you was.
Man,
That
so
Candela.
a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know, but my number one go-to is Conscious Cigars, Kevin Brown.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
He is the person I talk to. He is who I talk to a lot. If I post something, guaranteed he'll let me know if it was a yay or nay.
That's good.
Hashtags, presentation, when you go outside, represent your brand, introduce yourself, go to these cigar events. Don't just keep yourself to yourself. You have to be a people person.
Right.
It's not gonna sell itself.
That's you.
And well, when I first moved here from Connecticut 10 years ago, I wasn't a people person. I wouldn't talk to anybody. And my boss who made me come down, he said, if you want to make it in this world, you gotta be nice. You gotta be genuine. Not fake, genuine. So I'm not a hugger. So he would hug me every single day at work. Nice black. He said, I'm gonna break you. I'm gonna break you out of that cycle. And he did. His name is Chad Cherry. We have a
Shout out to
chef
Good
culture,
job, Chad.
chef culture with a K. He's one of the main reasons why I'm even out here. And I realized, even in the cigar world, some people could be really mean to you, and you have to just keep your head up high and know your worth. And so when I'm not sure about something, I go to Kevin from Country Cigars, and he gives me the rundown. Hey, Joe, did you get I don't have a cigar box. Hey, you need to talk about some cigar boxes. You got bundles. This is what you should look like. The color scheme, hashtags, what I mean, it's amazing. Him and Kia.
Mentorship
is important.
With the right
person.
Connection.
Yes,
Right
I've had some. Yeah,
with folks in the industry. Kevin is definitely.
He's my go-to guy.
Personally, I know.
And I just met
to product.
And I just met Definition. I just met him in Tampa. He's amazing.
Definition Cigars.
He's amazing.
We sold him out at Dallas Smoke Fest. So
he's a real deal. He's a real deal.
I got one last question. I know Cheryl said wrap it up, but Martinez, where's the family heritage from?
Oh well,
yes.
I'm a mutt, but my mother was Puerto Rican, and my dad was Honduran and Jamaican. So I speak it, write it, read it, which a lot of people can't do nowadays.
Which equals fire plug.
Yeah, I'm a little spicy. I'm a little
peppery on the front and back.
I'm a little spicy. But we're Destination Herb. Jay put me on to my apparel.
Shout out to Jay.
Jay Ferg is the reason why I joined Good Time Game, GTG. I had followed him on Facebook. It's amazing what social media will do for you. Right. You meet so many people on social media, sometimes good, sometimes bad. But you're gonna notice that you're gonna see all the positive stuff. And what I noticed was, if I'll go to Jay every 11 o'clock at night. I'll text and say, perfect example, this shirt right here. He said, Joe, are we really gonna do this? I said, yeah. The ladies need to smoke something. Y'all like when we, y'all, He's like, all right, don't say nothing else. I want to hear it. But he's my influencer when it comes to creating and building my brand. He's the reason why I'm working on my website. He is the reason why I go to these events. I enjoy it. I get to meet a lot of people. And it's never closed. It's always open. Everybody's so open to me. I'm one of the lucky ones. I always say I'm one of the lucky ones because some people probably have it harder than me. So when people inbox me who do want to start a cigar line, I'll direct them to, well, I'm going to let you know, who do you like in the cigar world? Because you might be following the wrong person. My role is, I love black and brown. So I'm going to go to what I know was best for me. Not saying I'm not open-minded, but I'm realistic too. And so if I have to travel, I travel. I love going to different cities and meeting other people. But that's really, what do you smoke, what you should enjoy.
We never said where we can get the cigars from.
To me, I'm working on my website. So on Facebook and Instagram, CBJ Cigars.
CBJ Cigars.
And if you can't find that, then Instagram, Chef Jojo. And Jojo's going with a JOO on Instagram, or Creation by Joe. So either way, you can find me. I'm always on social media 24/7.
I believe it.
I do.
All right. There you have it, folks. We are with our girl.
Yes.
Thank you. I was dying to be here today.
Support her.
I appreciate y'all.
Back to you
Yes.
later on.
You gonna fight me already? What's the name we gave?
From
Look.
Destination Herb.
Chocolate Bell.
Chocolate Bell.